Hey everyone, I'm taking lunch break at work, and so I decided to do a video. Something that is in everybody's mind, and everybody is concerned about this issue, which is the pandemic of the coronavirus, also known as COVID-19. And it's been affecting a lot of people, uh, and um, and one thing I want to say, because I want to do a series of videos about this whole pandemic. And what I want to say this is, first of all, that I think, I seriously think that God is using this pandemic, is using this virus as a way um, to grab our attention. I think it's a way to for us to wake up a little bit, for us to convert. That's I think you know it's kind of sad in a way to see that, for example, in the church, in the Catholic Church, there's priests, bishops, and even cardinals saying that this is, this is not God using this pandemic for anything. This is just a nature response to our pollution. Uh, this is just an action of somebody at the wet market in China, or there's another theory that this came from a lab, so it was a leak, whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter how it started. I mean, God is in control. God is allowing this to happen. So God can use people's mistakes to get his point across. I think his point across is that, we should see what's really important, and and see that we need him. There's been numbers, I've seen statistics, I've seen polls, studies showing that a lot of people are praying. A lot of people that never prayed before are now praying, turning to God. Um, of course, there's another kind of, I'm afraid of one side of this whole thing, due to this social distancing and not be able to go to a church service and all that. Is that after this, how many Catholics? I'm gonna talk about Catholics because that's my my religion in a way. How many Catholics will just not go to mass again, right? They're gonna get used to, staying at home. They don't need to go to mass. They can't go to mass. They can't. I mean, and after a while, I mean, they just they're gonna go lazy, right? They just, you know what? Maybe I don't need to go to mass. I'm good. Like, the life is okay. So there's that sad side of this whole thing, is that some people will stray away from God, but a lot of people has been clinging to God, and that's great. And I think that's the point. I think that's the point of this whole. I know it's controversial, but the whole point, I think, of this whole pandemic situation is God's really asking for our attention, for our own good, for our own salvation, for us to acquire heaven, to be with Him eternally after we die. So watch out, brothers. Get this. Don't waste your time. Many people just sit down watching TV all day. They can't go anywhere. Everything is basically closed. Don't waste your time. Don't waste. Grab a Bible. Pray. Grow your relationship with the Lord, and you'll see that your life starts changing little by little. And that's the greatest gift we can have, is having eternal life afterwards, after we die. So pay attention to the signs. God uses these signs to tell us, to talk to us. All right, signs, events, people, whatever the case. He uses events to tell us, to talk to us. So pay attention. Pay attention to how God is talking to you. Okay. Next video, I'll talk something else. Maybe somebody's asking how can a loving God can use harsh way to talk to us. How, there's many questions that people ask, right? Legitimate questions, and I'll talk about those in a few days from now. All right. I hope you like this message, and I hope you also can share to really spread this word that is very important. That God wants you closer to Him. All right. See ya.